Okay, everybody, everything you need to run a March Madness office pool in Microsoft Excel for 2024. That's what this video is. It's going to be kind of a long video because we're going to go through many different files that you can use here. We're going to go through a Google Sheet, which is absolutely free. It's a bracket that you can fill out. If you just want a bracket, a fillable bracket in either Google Sheets or Excel, this is the Google Sheet version. I will put the link in the description, absolutely free. You can just fill it out and it's awesome. You just choose the team, just keep choosing teams, and things will show up in pink if you've done something wrong or need to fill something out. Very basic, just go through and fill this thing out. When you fill it out in its entirety, what happens is there's a bunch of picks that will show up here in a rectangle, and I'm going to show you what you would do with that if you purchase the master scoring bracket. It's $25 for the master scoring bracket, the AI entry bracket, and the entry bracket if you're running a tournament, and we'll get into what all those files do here in the video. But for those of you who are just looking for a free fillable bracket in a format, this is a Google Sheet. It's free. Here you go. You got it. For everybody else who's interested in running a tournament for your office pool and having an application automatically score all of your entrants, we're going to get into all the other Excel files that you can use to do that. We have an AI entry bracket, artificial intelligence entry bracket, which I'm going to get into here in a minute and show you all the rankings because it is doing predictions already about who it thinks will win these games. We'll talk about that. Talk about the master scoring file and how the master scoring file works. It's really a lot of fun. This is really what you're paying for, because when you paste everyone's entries in here, this thing's going to score everything for you, and also run simulations to show who will win if certain games finish however they're going to finish. You can run simulations throughout the entire tournament, each round. Talk about that. And this is the Excel version of the regular entry bracket here. So let's start with this. They've just announced everything. I think I've got everything in here correctly. I have made errors in the past. If anybody catches them right away, I'll let you know tonight and send out an edited version if I got anything wrong. But I've run my tests and things are looking good. So I think we're good right now and should work fine. So this is pretty basic in the entry bracket, where you're just using these drop down arrows to pick who's going to win between Connecticut and Stetson. If you think Connecticut's going to win, you choose them. Between Florida Atlantic and Northwestern, if you think Florida Atlantic's going to win, you do that. There are some play-in games, which are shown in yellow here. It's a play-in game between Howard and Wagner. There's a play-in game in the south quadrant over here between Boise State and Colorado. There's a play-in game here between Montana State and Grambling, and there is a play-in game between, I believe, Virginia and Colorado State. Yep, down here. So this is the Excel file that you'll send out to your participants. You can either send them this, or you can send them the link to the Google Sheet, and they can save a copy of the Google Sheet on their drive. And when they fill it out, and you fill it out in its entirety, there's a range here at the bottom called the APIX range that you will be copying. It's right here, and paste it into your master bracket. It's shown up here in this range called APIX. You choose this range up here, it highlights it automatically. You can then copy, well, you don't want to cut it, you want to copy it, and then you'll paste it in the master bracket in the all data sheet. So that's basically how this works. Now I'm going to use the AI entry bracket because we can use the AI entry bracket extremely quickly to show you how all this works with scoring. So the AI entry bracket is, if you have somebody in your office that really doesn't care at all about filling this thing out and is annoyed that they have to click 63 different drop-down arrows to try to choose the teams, you can give them this AI entry bracket instead. And it can be a lot easier to fill out. And I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. So all these play-in games, let's go through the play-in games real quick. Who do we think is going to win the play-in games? Well, this play-in game is between Wagner, who has a 31% rating in our rating system, versus, Howard. Howard has a 31.8%, and Wagner has a 26%. So we would say Howard is going to win this. That's what the algorithm says. So we'll leave Howard in there. This game over here that's between Boise State, who is a 69.6% rating, against Colorado, who's a 70%. So we think Colorado is going to win that game. Here you have Montana State, who's a 37.5% team, against Grambling, who's a 29% team. We think Montana State will win that game. Choose Montana State. And the last one, Virginia, ranked 59.6% in our system, versus Colorado State is 69.7. So these are the teams that we think will win the playing games. All the other games are figuring themselves out automatically based on this. This is a bunch of different variables that we have about all the season stats for the team. We have this distribution of percentages right here, which is the best distribution I've had for years in this file. So this is what the optimal bracket is. It's picking. Now, what we can do with this is we can say this is the optimal distribution entry. So we'll call it optimal distribution. It's the name of this entry. We've named it. It's picking all the teams. You can now go to the all AI picks range. You just copy this, and then you go into the master bracket right here, and you paste special as values. That's the 1, 2, 3 here paste. You can't just do a regular paste. You have to paste 1, 2, 3. You paste 1, 2, 3, it pastes all the picks in here. And we now have one entrant who's picked everything except the total points in the last game. That's a tiebreaker that you can use. You don't need to use it, but it's there if you want to use it. And that's what the 64T line is right here, is so you can put the number of points you think the last game is if you need a tiebreaker. You don't necessarily need one, but that's there for that. So we just did one full entry. That's how quick that was. Now, what if you want to choose something that's not the optimal entry? There's going to be a lot of people that are going to use the optimal entry from this because the algorithm's really good at predicting games. So a lot of people are going to use it. Well, you can change the distributions around, and you could say, hey, let's care only about win percentage. This is going to give us a brand new distribution of games, completely brand new. We're going to call this the win percentage distribution. We're going to grab the picks range again, which is what happens here. We're going to copy that, and we're going to paste that in the next available slot for all the picks in the master file. Paste 1, 2, 3. It's right here at the yellow. The win percentage distribution now has these teams. Okay. Let's do another one. Let's do one that's based off of, instead of win percentage, let's do one that's based off of, let's say, adjusted rating. The adjusted rating that all the people that the AP poll or whatever that rates things, they come up with this rating. That's a brand new one. We'll call it adjusted rating. We've got a brand new whole new bracket for adjusted rating. We're going to copy that, and then we're going to go and paste that in the master. So now we've got 3 different entrants already. So like I said, if you have someone who really doesn't want to spend the time, give them the AI bracket, tell them to pick some distribution of numbers here. Just put something in here, and it's going to create a brand new bracket that is using some pretty good logic to do it. All right. So we've got 3 picks now. I want to go back to well, I don't want to go back to that actually. 1 second. Let's go forward. No, don't get rid of that. Go forward, go forward. There we go. We're going to leave this in here. Now, so you've started to stack your entrants, right? So normally they're going to fill out, if they're doing it traditionally, they're going to fill out either the Google Sheet or they're going to fill out their regular entry bracket. You're going to copy, they're going to put their name at the top so that you have the proper name of their entry. This is where they put their name right here, right? Put their name here, and you're going to paste them in there. Now, after you've done that, the cool thing about the master bracket is as the games actually happen in the master here, you just pick whoever actually wins the game. Say Connecticut wins, say Florida Atlantic wins, say UAB wins, you're going to pick all the games, and it's assigning points to the winner of each game in each round right here. This is your point distribution. You can change this point distribution to award however many points you would like to award for whichever round it is. Now it's great. Now you just press refresh in the standing sheet. You press refresh in the standing sheet, and you're going to get all of your entrants, how many current points they have, how many potential points they have remaining, and their total possible points. You're also going to get a distribution of who has which teams. Like, for example, Arizona is going to the fourth round in the optimal distribution entry, but they're only going to the third round in the adjusted rating entry, and they're only going to the first round in the win percentage entry. This is going to break down all your entrants and show which teams they have going, how far they have going. It's awesome to look at if you're simulating what's supposed to happen. As you can see, 2 of the 3 entries have Houston winning, and 1 of them has James Madison winning. Is that right? Wow. The win percentage one has James Madison winning the tournament. Super cool information to know. So this thing is really powerful, real easy to use. I've been doing it for, I think, 10 years, or maybe even over 10 years. Everybody loves it. It's only 25 bucks and it's available. So you can follow the link in the description below and you can purchase a copy, and I will send it to you tonight, and I'll answer any questions. And if you need a special bracket that scores your upsets and bonus points and stuff like that, I've done all those brackets in the past. I have a couple people that already need some this year. I'll be doing those tonight as well and sending those copies to you. But you can essentially do anything with these, and it is the easiest solution out there for running your own tournament, in-house, where you're not having everybody go to a website and fill out their brackets and something. If you just need to do it where you send people a file and you need to score it yourself, this is the best thing out there to use. So everything's ready. Emails are going out. 2024 March Madness is happening. Have a good time with it. It is, I've always said, it's that fun Thursday where everybody gets to leave work at like 10 a.m. and go to some pub and get drunk watching TCU take on Utah State, something that we should ever care about. But of course we care about it here because it's March Madness. So the files are ready. The emails are going out. Enjoy it. Have fun in 2024, and may all of your picks be winning. And hopefully one of our picks with our distributions will come out with a perfect bracket this year. It's never happened in the history of anyone filling out a bracket because there are like a quintillion number of possibilities. We'll probably won't have it happen this year, but you never know. So good luck. May all your picks be winning. See ya.